Hindu vocabulary. Snow vocabulary meaning. Synonyms. Hindi 1 abet assist, aid, help, lend a hand, support. 2 abetment to encourage, support, or countenance by aid or approval, usually in wrongdoing. 3 abeyance, a state of temporary disuse or suspension. 4 abhor, regard with disgust and hatred. 5 abjure, renounce, relinquish, reject, dispense with, forego, forswear, disavow, abandon. 6 ablation, the surgical removal of body tissue. 7 abnegation, renunciation, rejection, refusal, abandonment, abdication, surrender. 8 abominable, loathsome, detestable, hateful, odious, obnoxious, despicable. 9 absconding, run away, escape, bolt, clear out, flee, make off, take, flight, take off, fly, decamp. 10 absurd, preposterous, ridiculous, ludicrous, farcical, laughable. 11 accolades, honor, recognition, privilege, award, gift, title, prize, laurels. 12 accomplice, abettor, accessory, partner in crime, associate, confederate. 13 accrete, grow by accumulation or coalescence. 14 accretion, accumulation, collecting, gathering. 15 accrue, result, arise, follow, ensue, emanate, stem, spring, flow. 16 acquiescence, permit, consent to, agree to, allow, assent to, give one's consent to, accept. 17 acrimonious, bitter, rancorous, caustic, acerbic, scathing, sarcastic, acid, hars. 18 acrimony, bitterness, rancor, resentment, ill feeling, ill will, bad blood, animosity. 19 acumen, astuteness, awareness, shrewdness, acuity, sharpness. 20 adroit, skillful, adept, dexterous, deft, agile, nimble, nimble-fingered, handy, more. 21 advent, arrival, appearance, emergence, materialization, surfacing. 22 adversary, opponent, rival, enemy, foe, nemesis, antagonist. 23 aegis, patronage, sponsorship, backing, protection, shelter, umbrella, charge, keeping, care, supervision, guidance. 24 agglomeration, collection, mass, cluster, lump, clump, pile, heap, bunch, stack, bundle, quantity. 25 aghast, horrified, appalled, astounded, amazed, dismayed, thunderstruck. 26 agnostic, skeptical, doubting, questioning, unsure, cynical, unbelieving. 27 agony, extreme physical or mental suffering. 28 albeit though. 29 alibi, cover for, give an alibi to, provide with an alibi, shield, protect. 30 allegory, parable, analogy, metaphor, symbol, emblem. 31 alleviate, reduce, ease, relieve, take the edge off, deaden, dull, diminish, lessen, weaken. 32 altercation, a noisy argument or disagreement, especially in public. 33 ambiguity, ambivalence, equivocation. 34 ambit, the scope, extent, or bounds of something. 35 ambivalent, equivocal, uncertain, unsure, doubtful, indecisive, inconclusive, irresolute, in two minds. 36 ambush, surprise attack, trap, snare, pitfall, lure. 37 ameliorate, make, something bad or unsatisfactory better. 38 amicable, friendly, good, natured, cordial, civil, courteous, polite, easy, going, neighborly, brotherly, fraternal, harmonious. 39 amicus, an impartial advisor to a court of law in a particular case. 40 amity, friendly relations. 41 ample, enough, sufficient, adequate. 42 anarchy, lawlessness, absence of government, nihilism, mobocracy, revolution. 43 angst, anxiety, fear, dread, apprehension, worry, perturbation. 44 anguish, agony, pain, torment, torture, suffering, distress, angst, misery, sorrow, grief, heartache, heartbreak. 45 animus, motivation to do something. 46 annihilation, complete destruction or obliteration. 47 anodyne, pain-killing drug or medicine. 48 anoint, consecrate, sanctify, bless, ordain, hallow. 49 antiquity, ancient times, the ancient past, classical times, former times. 50 anxiety, worry, concern, apprehension, apprehensiveness, consternatio, and 51 apathy, indifference, lack of interest, lack of enthusiasm, lack of concern, unconcern, uninterestedness. 52 apostate, dissenter, heretic, nonconformist. 53 appeasement, conciliation, placation, pacification, propitiation, palliation, all aying. 54 apprehended, understand, comprehend, realize, recognize, appreciate, dece, RN, perceive, 55 apprehension, anxiety, angst, alarm, worry, uneasiness, unease, harm, notify, tell, let know, advise, brief, intimate, make, aware of. Aquifer, a body of permeable rock, which can contain or transmit. Groundwater, 58 archaic, obsolete, obsolescent, out of date, anachronistic, old-fashioned. 59 archetype, a very typical example of a certain person or thing. 60 ardent, passionate, avid, impassioned, fervent, fervid, zealous, whole, hearted, eager, vehement, intense, fierce, fiery. 61 arduous, onerous, taxing, difficult, hard, heavy, laborious, burdensome, strenuous. 62 arraign, indict, prosecute, put on trial, bring to trial. 63 articulate, eloquent, fluent, communicative, effective, persuasive, cohere. 64 ascension, the action of rising to an important position or a higher level. 65 askance, with an attitude or look of suspicion or disapproval. 66 aspersion, vilification, disparagement, denigration, defamation. 67 assertion, declaration, contention, statement, claim, submission, postulate. Ion, averment, opinion, proclamation. 68 assertive, confident, forceful, self-confident, positive, bold, decisive, assured, self-assured. 69 assiduous, diligent, careful, meticulous, thorough, sedulous, attentive, industrious, laborious, hardworking, conscientious. 70 assimilate, absorb, take in, acquire, pick up, grasp, comprehend, understand. Assuage, relieve, ease, alleviate, soothe, mitigate, dampen. A 72, astounding, amazing, astonishing, staggering, shocking, surprising, breath, taking. 73, astute, shrewd, sharp, sharp-witted, razor-sharp, acute, quick, quick-witted. 74, atrocity, act of barbarity, act of brutality, act of savagery, act of wickedness, cruelty, abomination, enormity, outrage. 75, attrition, wearing down, wearing away, weakening, debilitation, enfeebling, sapping. 76, auspices, a divine or prophetic token. 77, avenge, take revenge for, take vengeance for, exact retribution, for, requite. 78, aversion, dislike of, distaste for, disinclination, abhorrence, hatred, hate. 79, avert, turn away, prevent, stop, avoid. 80, awry, amiss, wrong, not right. 81, babble, prattle, rattle on, gabble, chatter, jabber, twitter, go on, run, on, prate, ramble. 82, bamboozle, cheat, or fool. 83, banal, trite, hackneyed, cliché, platitudinous, vapid, commonplace, ordinary. 84, banish, exile, expel, deport, eject, expatriate. 85, barrage, bombardment, gunfire, cannonade, battery, blast, broadside. 86, bastion, rampart, bulwark, parapet, fortification, buttress, outwork, PR, ejection. 87, bedlam, uproar, pandemonium, commotion, mayhem, confusion, unray. 89, a straight line between two places. 89, befuddled, confused, muddled, addled, bewildered, disoriented. 90, beget, father, sire, engender, generate, spawn, create. 91, behest, instruction, bidding, request, require. 92, beleaguer, besieged, under, siege, blockaded, surrounded, encircled, hemmed in. 93, belied, contradict, be at odds with, call into question, give the lie to. 94, belittling, disparage, denigrate, run, down, deprecate, depreciate, downgrade, play down. 95, belligerent, hostile, aggressive, threatening, antagonistic, pugnacious, belly, coz, truculent, confrontational. 96, benevolent, kind, kindly, kind-hearted, warm-hearted, tender, hearted, big-hearted, good, natured, good, gracious, tolerant, benign. 97, benign, kindly, kind, warm-hearted, good, natured, friendly, warm, affectionate. 98, bereaved, be deprived of a close relation or friend through their death. Bereft, bereft, deprived of or lacking something. 100, bicker, argue about petty and trivial matters. 101, bigot, dogmatist, partisan, sectarian, prejudiced person. 102, bigotry, prejudice, bias, partiality, partisanship, sectarianism, discrimination. 103, billow, puff, up, out, balloon, out, swell, fill out, bulge out, belly out. 104 bizarre, strange, peculiar, odd, funny, curious, offbeat, outlandish, ECC, entric. 105 blasphemous, sacrilegious, profane, irreligious, irreverent, impious. 106 blasphemy, profanity, profaneness, sacrilege, irreligiousness, irreverence. 107 blatant, flagrant, glaring, obvious, undisguised, unconcealed, overt, pen. 108 blaze, fire, flames, conflagration, inferno, holocaust, firestorm. 109 bleak, bare, exposed, desolate, stark, arid, desert, denuded, lunar, up, empty. 110 blithely, in a happy or carefree manner. 111 blitz, bombardment, battery, bombing, onslaught, barrage, sally. 112 blot, spot, dot, mark, speck, fleck, blotch, smudge, patch. 113 bluff, try to deceive someone as to one's abilities or intentions. 114 blurb, a short description of a book, film, or other product written for promotional purposes. 115 bluster, blow fiercely, blast, gust, storm, roar, rush. 116 bogus, fake, faked, spurious, false, fraudulent, sham. 117 bolster, support, or strengthen. 118 bombast, bluster, pomposity, ranting, rant, nonsense, empty, talk, humbug, wind. 119 boomerang, backfire, recoil, reverse, rebound, comeback, bounce, back, spring back, return, ricochet. 120 botch, bungle, do badly, do clumsily, make a mess of, mismanage. 121 bottleneck, traffic jam, congestion, hold up, gridlock, queue, tailback. 122 bountiful, abundant, plentiful, ample, bumper, superabundant. 123 bounty, reward, prize, award, recompense, remuneration, commission. 124 bourgeois, middle class, property owning, propertied, shopkeeping. 125 bravura, virtuoso, magnificent, outstanding, exceptional, exceptionally, good, excellent. 126 brazen, bold, shameless, as bold as brass, brazen-faced, forward. 127 brink, edge, verge, margin, rim, lip. 128 briquettes, a block of compressed coal dust or peat used as fuel. 129 buff, a yellowish beige color. 130 bulwark, wall, rampart, fortification, parapet, stockade, palisade, barrack, aid, embankment. 131 bumbling, acting in a confused or ineffectual way, incompetent. 132 bungle, mishandle, mismanage, mess up, make a mess of, botch, spoil, mar. 133 burgeoned, grow rapidly, increase rapidly, exponentially, expand, spring, up, shoot up, swell, explode, boom. 134 buttress, prop, support, abutment, shore, pier, reinforcement, stanchion, stay. 135 cacophony, din, racket, noise, discord, dissonance, discordance, caterwaul, ing. 136 cadaver, a corpse. 137 calibrate, adjust, experimental results, to take external factors into account or to allow comparison with other data. 138 callous, heartless, unfeeling, uncaring, cold, cold-hearted, hard. 139 capacious, roomy, commodious, spacious, ample, big, large, sizable, gen. Eris. 140 capsized, overturn, turn over, turn upside down, upset, upend, knock over, flip over, tip over, topple over, invert. 141 carcasses, corpse, cadaver, dead body, body, remains, skeleton, relics. 142 carnage, slaughter, massacre, mass murder, mass destruction. 143 cascade, waterfall, falls, water chute, cataract, rapids, torrent. 144 cataclysmic, disastrous, catastrophic, calamitous, tragic, devastating. 145 catastrophe, disaster, calamity, cataclysm, crisis, holocaust, ruin, ruination. 146 catchment, the action of collecting water, especially the collection of rainfall over a natural drainage area. 147 cavalcade, procession, parade, motorcade, carcade, corch. 148 caveat, warning, caution, admonition, monition, red flag, alarm bells. 149 celestial, heavenly, astronomical, extraterrestrial, stellar, planetary. 150 chasm, gorge, abyss, canyon, ravine, gully, gulf, pass, defile. 151 chicanery, trickery, deception, deceit, deceitfulness, duplicity, dishonesty. 152 chide, scold, chastise, upbraid, berate, castigate, lambast, rebuke, reprimand, reproach, reprove, admonish. 153 chirpy, cheerful, and lively. 154 chunk, lump, hunk, wedge, block, slab, square, nugget. 155 churn, be turbulent, heave, boil, swirl, toss, seethe, foam, froth. 156 circumspect, cautious, wary, careful, chary, guarded, on one's guard. 157 circumvent, avoid, get round, find a way round, evade, get, past, bypass, sidestep. 158 clamor, din, racket, loud, noise, uproar, tumult, babel, shouting, yelling. 159 clandestine, secret, covert, furtive, surreptitious, stealthy, cloak and dagger, hole and corner, hole in the corner, closet, behind, the scenes, backstairs. 160 clutter, litter, make untidy, make a mess of, mess up, throw into. Disorder, disarrange, jumble. 161 coalescence, to grow together or into one body. 162 coalition, alliance, union, partnership, affiliation, block, caucus. 163 coax, persuade, wheedle, cajole, talk into something, get, round, prevail on, beguile. 164 codify, systematize, systemize, organize, arrange, order, marshal, set, out, chart, structure. 165 coercion, force, compulsion, constraint, duress, oppression, enforcement, harassment, intimidation. 166 coercive, relating to or using force or threats. 167 cogent, convincing, compelling, strong, forceful, powerful, potent, collegium and advisory or administrative board. 169 colloquial, informal, conversational, everyday, casual, non-literary. 170 combat, battle, fighting, action, hostilities, conflict, armed, conflict, war, warfare. 171 commemorative, memorial, remembrance, celebratory, celebrative. 172 commendable, admirable, praiseworthy, laudable, estimable, meritorious, seri, didable. 173 commensurable, measurable by the same standard. 174 commotion, disturbance, racket, uproar, tumult, ruckus, clamor, brouhaha. Furor. 175 compel, force, coerce into, pressurize, into, pressure, impel, drive, press, push. 176 compendious, succinct, pithy, short and to the point, short and sweet, potted, thumbnail, brief. 177 complicit, involved with others in an activity that is unlawful or morally wrong. 178 conceal, hide, keep out of sight, keep hidden, secrete. 179 conceded, admit or agree that something is true after first denying or resisting it. 180 concocted, make up, think up, dream up, fabricate, invent, contrive. 181 concomitant, attendant, accompanying, associated, collateral, related. 182 condone, deliberately ignore, not take into consideration, disregard, take no notice of. 183 conducive, good for, helpful to, instrumental in, calculated to produce, productive of. 184 conduit, channel, duct, pipe, tube, gutter, groove, furrow, trough. 185 confiscate, impound, seize, commandeer, requisition, appropriate, expro, priate, possession of, sequester. 186 conglomerate, a thing consisting of a number of different and distinct parts or items that are grouped together. 187 conjecture, guess, speculation, surmise, fancy, notion, belief, suspicion, PR, assumption. 188 conjecture, guess, speculation, surmise, fancy, notion, belief, suspicion, PR, assumption, theory. 189 connived, deliberately ignore, overlook, not take into consideration, disregard. 190 connotation, overtone, undertone, undercurrent, implication, hidden, meaning. 191 consigned, assign, allocate, place, put, entrust, grant, remit, hand, down, bequeath. 192 consonants, agreement, concord, accord, accordance, harmony, unison, consortium and association, typically of several companies. 194 consternation, dismay, perturbation, anxiety, distress, disquiet, disquietude, discomposure, angst. 195 contagion, contamination, infection, disease, illness, infirmity, pestilence. 196. Contempt, scorn, disdain, disrespect, deprecation, disparagement. 197. Contention, disagreement, dispute, disputation, argument, variance. 198. Contentious, controversial, disputable, debatable, disputed, contended, ope. N to question, debate, moot, vexed. 199. Contextual, depending on or relating to the circumstances that form the setting for an event, statement, or idea. 200. Contrived, forced, strained, studied, artificial, affected, put on, pretended, false, feigned. 201. Conundrum, difficulty, quandary, dilemma. 202. Coquettishly flirtatious manner. 203. Cordon, prevent access to or from an area or building by surrounding it with police or other guards. 204. Cornucopia, an ornamental container shaped like a goat's horn. Abundant supply of good things of a specified kind. 205. Corollary, a proposition that follows from, and is often appended to, one already proved. 206. Corroborate, confirm, verify, endorse, ratify, authenticate. 207. Coterminous, having the same boundaries or extent in space, time, or meaning. 208. Counterfeit, fake, faked, copied, forged, feigned, simulated, sham, spurio. 209. Coup, seizure of, power, overthrow, takeover, ousting, deposition, regime, change. 210. Covets, desire, be consumed with desire for, crave, have one's heart set on. 211. Coyness, archness, simpering, coquettishness, flirtatiousness, kittenishin. 212. Credence, acceptance, belief, faith, trust, confidence, reliance, traction. 213. Credible, acceptable, trustworthy, reliable, dependable, sure, good. 214. Crude, unrefined, unpurified, unprocessed, untreated. 215. Crumble, disintegrate, fall down, fall to pieces, fall apart, collapse. 216. Crunch, munch, chew noisily, chomp, champ, bite, gnaw, masticate. 217. Cull, reduce the population of a wild animal by selective slaughter. 218. Culminate, come to a climax, come to a crescendo, come to a head, reach a finale, peak, climax, reach a pinnacle, build up to. 219. Cumbersome, unwieldy, unmanageable, awkward, clumsy, ungainly, inconvenient, incommodious. 220. Curb, a check or restraint on something. 221. Curt, terse, brusque, abrupt, clipped, blunt, short, monosyllabic. 222. Dabble, splash, dip, paddle, wet, moisten, dampen, immerse, trail. 223. Dastard, a dishonorable or despicable man. 224. Daunting, intimidating, formidable, disconcerting, unnerving, unsettling. 225. Dearth, lack, scarcity, scarceness, shortage, shortfall, want, deficiency. 226. Debacle, fiasco, failure, catastrophe, disaster, disintegration, mess, wreck. 227. Debauch, destroy or debase the moral purity of, corrupt. 228. Debilitate, weakening, enfeebling, enervating, innervative, devitalizing, draining, sapping, wearing, exhausting, tiring. 229. Decennial, recurring every 10 years. 230. Decrepit, dilapidated, rickety, rundown, broken, down, tumble down, ramshackle. 231. Deferred, postpone, put off, adjourn, delay, hold over, off, put back. 232. Deft, skillful, adept, adroit, dexterous, agile, nimble, neat, nimble, fingered, handy. 233. Defunct, disused, no longer in use, unused, inoperative, non-functioning. 234. Deleterious, harmful, damaging, detrimental, injurious, inimical, hurtful, adverse, disadvantageous, unfavorable, unfortunate. 235. Deliberate, intentional, calculated, conscious, done on purpose, intended, planned. 236. Delineate, describe, set forth, set out, present, outline, depict, portray. 237. Delinquency, crime, wrongdoing, criminality, law-breaking, lawlessness, misconduct. 238. Deluge, flood, flash flood, torrent. 239. Demagogue, rabble-rouser, political agitator, soapbox orator. 240. Demeanor, manner, air, attitude, appearance, look, aspect, mien. 241. Demonic, devilish, diabolic, diabolical, fiendish, satanic, Mephistophelia. 242. Demure modest, unassuming, meek, mild, reserved, retiring, quiet, shy, bashful. 243. Denigrate, disparage, belittle, diminish, deprecate, cast aspersions on, decry. 244. Denouement, outcome, upshot, consequence, result, end. Result, end, ending, termination, culmination, climax. 245. Denunciation, public condemnation of someone or something. 246. Deplore, abhor, be shocked by, be offended by, be scandalized by. 247. Deprecate, disapprove of, deplore, abhor, find unacceptable, be against, frown on, take a dim view of. 248. Deprivation, poverty, impoverishment, penury, privation, hardship, destitute. 249. Dereliction, dilapidation, disrepair, decrepitude, deterioration, ruin, rack, and ruin. 250. Derisive, mocking, ridiculing, jeering, scoffing. 251. Derogatory, disparaging, denigratory, belittling, diminishing, slighting, deprecatory. 252. Desist, abstain, refrain, forbear, hold back, keep. 253. Desolate, barren, bleak, stark, bare, dismal, grim. 254. Destitute, penniless, impoverished, poverty-stricken. 255. Deterrence, the action of discouraging an action or event through instilling doubt or fear of the consequences. 256. Deterrent, disincentive, discouragement, dissuasion, damper, break, curb, check, restraint. 257. Detractor, a person who disparages someone or something. 258. Detrimental, harmful, damaging, injurious, hurtful, inimical, deleterious, dangerous, destructive. 259. Diabolism, worship of the devil. 260. Diaspora, the dispersion of the Jews beyond Israel. 261. Dichotomy, division, separation, divorce, split, gulf, chasm. 262. Dictum, pronouncement, proclamation, direction, injunction, assertion. 263. Dictat, an order or decree imposed by someone in power without popular consent. 264. Dilapidate, run down, tumble down, ramshackle, broken down, in disrepair, shabby. 265. Dilemma, quandary, predicament, difficulty, problem, puzzle, conundrum. 266. Diligent, industrious, hard-working, assiduous. 267. Diminutive, tiny, small, little, petite, minute, miniature, mini, minuscule, microscopic. 268. Dioramas, a scenic painting, viewed through a peephole, in which changes in color and direction of illumination simulate changes in the weather, time of day, etc. 269. Dire, terrible, dreadful, appalling, frightful, awful, horrible. 270. Discontent, dissatisfaction, disaffection, discontentment, discontentedness, disgruntlement. 271. Discordant, inharmonious, unharmonious, unmelodic, unmusical, two nels, off-key, dissonant. 272. Discrete, separate, distinct, individual, detached, unattached, disconnect. Head. 273. Disdain, contempt, scorn, scornfulness, contemptuousness, derision. 274. Disgruntled, dissatisfied, discontented, aggrieved, resentful, fed up, displeased, unhappy. 275. Dismal, dingy, dim, dark, gloomy, somber, dreary, drab, dull, desolate, bleak. 276. Dismantle, take apart, take to pieces, take to bits, pull apart, pull to pieces, deconstruct. 277. Disparity, discrepancy, inconsistency, imbalance, inequality, incongruity, unevenness, disproportion. 278. Dispel, banish, eliminate, dismiss, chase away, drive, off, get rid of. 279. Disruptive, troublemaking, troublesome, unruly, rowdy, disorderly, undisciplined. 280. Dissent, disagreement, lack of agreement, difference of opinion, argument, dispute, demur. 281. Dissenter, dissident, dissentient, objector, protester, disputant, rejectionist. 282. Dissuade, discourage, deter, prevent, disincline, turn aside, divert, sidetrack. 283. Distort, warp, twist, contortion, bend, buckle, deformation, deformity. 284. Distraught, worried, upset, distressed, fraught, devastated, shattered. 285. Dither, hesitate, falter, waver, teeter, vacillate, oscillate, fluctuate. 286 doldrums depression, melancholy, gloom, gloominess, glumness, downheartedness, dejection, despondency, dispiritedness. 287 dole unemployment benefit, state benefit, government benefit, benefit payments, social security. 288 douse drench, soak, souse, saturate, drown, flood, inundate, deluge, wet, splash. 289 downtrodden, oppressed, subjugated, persecuted, subdued, repressed, tyrannized, ground down. 290 drab, lacking brightness or interest, drearily dull. 291 draconian, harsh, severe, strict, extreme, drastic, stringent, tough, swinge ng, cruel, brutal. 292 drudgery, hard work, menial work, donkey work, toil, toiling, labor. 293 drumbeat, a stroke or pattern of strokes on a drum. 294 dubious, doubtful, uncertain, unsure, in doubt, hesitant. 295 duress, coercion, compulsion, force, pressure, pressurization, intimida. Shun, enforcement, exaction. 296 dwindle, diminish, decrease, reduce, get smaller, become smaller, grow smaller. 297 dystopian, relating to or denoting an imagined place or state in which everything is unpleasant or bad, typically a totalitarian or environmentally degraded one. 298 ebb, receding, going out, flowing back, retreat, retreating. 299 eccentric, unconventional, uncommon, abnormal, irregular, aberrant, and anomalous. 300 echelons, level, rank, grade, step, rung, tier, stratum, plane, position, or division. 301 ectomorphic, characterized by a lean, slender body, build with slight muscular development. 302 edifice, building, structure, construction, erection, pile, complex, assay. 303 eerie, uncanny, sinister, ghostly, spectral, unnatural, unearthly. 304 eerily, in a strange and frightening manner. 305 efficacy, the ability to produce a desired or intended result. 306 effigy, statue, statuette, carving, sculpture, graven, image, model, dummy, figure. 307 effusive, gushing, gushy, unrestrained, unreserved, extravagant, fulso. Me, demonstrative, lavish. 308 egalitarian, believing in or based on the principle that all people are equal and deserve equal rights and opportunities. 309 eloquent, persuasive, expressive, articulate, fluent. 310 elucidate, explain, make clear, make plain, illuminate. 311 elusive, difficult to find, catch, or achieve. 312 emanate, emerge, flow, pour, proceed, issue, ensue, come out, come forth. 313 emanating, emerge, flow, pour, proceed, issue, ensue, come out, come forth, spread out, come. 314 embark, go on board a ship or aircraft. 315 embezzlement, misappropriation, theft, stealing, robbing, robbery, thieving, pilfering, pilferage, appropriation, abstraction. 316 embolden, give courage, make, brave, braver, encourage, hearten, strengthen. 317 embroil, involve, entangle, ensnare, enmesh, catch up, mix up, bog down, mire. 318 eminent, illustrious, distinguished, renowned, esteemed, preeminent. 319 empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. 320 enamor, in love with, infatuated with, besotted with, smitten with, love struck by. One intrusion into, trespass on, invasion of, infiltration of, incursion into, obtrusion into. 322 endemic, of a disease or condition, regularly found among particular people or in a certain area. 323 enfeeble, weaken, make weak, make feeble, debilitate, incapacitate, indispose, prostrate. 324 engrossing, preoccupy, absorb, engage. 325 enmeshed, entangle, ensnare, snare, trap, entrap, ensnarl, embroil. 326 enormity, wickedness, evilness, vileness, baseness, blackness. 327 enraged, very angry, furious. 328 ensconced, settle, install, establish, park, shut, plant, lodge, position, seat. 329 ensemble, whole, whole, thing, entity, unit, unity, body, piece, object. discrete item. 330 entail, necessitate, make necessary, require, need, demand. 331 enthrall, captivate, charm, enchant, bewitch, fascinate, beguile. 332 entrench, establish, settle, ensconce, lodge, set, root, install. 333 envisage, foresee, predict, forecast, foretell, anticipate, expect. 334 ephemeral, transitory, transient, fleeting, passing, short-lived, momentary. 335 epithet, sobriquet, nickname, byname, title, name, label, tag. Description, descriptive word, expression, phrase. 336 eponymous, of thing, named after a particular person or group. 337 equitable, fair, just. 338 equivocation, prevarication, vagueness, qualification, ambiguity, uncertain. Why? Ambivalence. 339 erode, wear away, down, abrad, scrape away, grind down. 340 errant, erring or straying from the accepted course or standards. 341 erratic, unpredictable, inconsistent, changeable, variable, inconstant. 342 erred, make a mistake, be wrong, be in error, be mistaken, mistake. 343 erroneous, wrong, incorrect, mistaken, in error, inaccurate, not accurate, inexact, not exact, imprecise, invalid. 344 escalating, increase rapidly, soar, rocket, shoot, up, mount, surge, spiral, grow rapidly. 345 eschew, abstain from, refrain from, give up, forego. 346 espionage, spying, undercover work, cloak and dagger, activities, surveillance. 347 euphemism, polite term, substitute, mild alternative, indirect. Term, understatement, underplaying. 348 euphoria, elation, happiness, joy, joyousness, delight, glee, excitement. 349 evict, expel, someone from a property, especially with the support of the law. 350 evocation, the action of invoking a spirit or deity. 351 evocative, reminiscent, suggestive, redolent. 352 exacerbated, aggravate, make worse, worsen, inflame, compound. 353 exaggerate, overstate, overemphasize, overstress, overestimate, overvalue. 354 exalted, high, high, ranking, elevated, prominent, superior, lofty, grand. Excavator, a person who excavates an archaeological site. 356 shiating, agonizing, extremely, painful, severe, acute, intense, extreme, savage. 309 awful, dreadful, terrible, frightful, atrocious. 358 exhort, urge, encourage, call on, enjoin, adjure, charge, try to, persuade, press, pressure, put pressure on, use pressure, on, pressurize. 359 exodus, mass departure, withdrawal, evacuation, leaving. 360 exonerate, absolve, clear, acquit, declare innocent, find, innocent, pronounce not guilty. 361 exorbitant, extortionate, excessively high, extremely high, excessive, sky, high, prohibitive. 362 exotic, foreign, non-native, tropical. 363 expatriate, emigrant, living abroad, working abroad, non-native. 364 expedite, speed up, accelerate, hurry, hasten, step, up, quicken, precipitate, rush. 365 expedite, speed up, accelerate, hurry, hasten, step, up, quicken, precipitate, rush. 366 expedition, journey, voyage, tour, odyssey. 367 expeditious, speedy, swift, quick, rapid, fast. 368 explicit, clear, direct, plain, obvious, straightforward, clear-cut. 369 extravaganza, spectacular, display, spectacle, exhibition. 370 facade, front, frontage, face, aspect, elevation, exterior, outside. 371 facile, simplistic, superficial, oversimple, oversimplified. 372 fagchore, slog, grind, drudgery, exertion, trouble, bother, pain. 373 fallacy, misconception, mistaken belief, misbelief, delusion, false notion, mistaken impression. 374 fallible, error-prone, erring, errant, liable to err, prone to err, open to error. 375 fanatic, a person filled with excessive and single-minded zeal, especially for an extreme religious or political cause. 376 fanciful, ornate, exotic, imaginative, creative, fancy. 377 far slapstick comedy, broad comedy, slapstick, burlesque. 378 farcical, ridiculous, preposterous, ludicrous, absurd, laughable, risible, nonsensical. 379 fastidious, scrupulous, punctilious, painstaking, meticulous, assiduous. 380 fathom, understand, comprehend, work out, fathom out, make sense of, grasp. Fear mighty one, fear-mongering, the action of deliberately arousing public fear or alarm about a particular issue. 382 feeble, weak, weakly, weakened, puny, wasted, frail, infirm, delicate, sickly. 383 felony, a crime regarded in the U.S. and many other judicial systems as more serious than a misdemeanor. 384 ferocious, a ferocious beast. 385 fervor, passion, ardor, intensity, zeal, vehemence, vehemency. 386 festoons, a chain or garland of flowers, leaves, or ribbons, hung in a curve as a decoration. 387 fickle, capricious, changeable, variable, volatile, mercurial, vacillatin. G, fitful, irregular. 388 fiddle, fraud, swindle, fix, wangle, confidence trick, ruse, wile. 389 fidelity, loyalty, allegiance, obedience, constancy, fealty, homage. 390 fidget, move, restlessly, wriggle, squirm, twitch, jiggle, writhe, twist, shuffle, be jittery. 391 fiefdom, a territory or sphere of operation controlled by a particular person or group. 392 fierce, ferocious, savage, vicious. 393 fig, a soft pear-shaped fruit with sweet dark flesh and many small seeds, eaten fresh or dried. 394 figment, invention, production, creation, concoction, fabrication. 395 filibuster, delaying, tactics, stonewalling, procrastination, obstruction, delaying, beal, awking. 396 fillip, something which acts as a stimulus or boost to an activity. 397 flagrant, blatant, glaring, obvious, overt, evident. 398 flair, aptitude, talent, gift, knack, instinct, natural, ability, capability. 399 flack, criticism, censure, disapproval, disapprobation, hostility, calm, plaints. 400 flamboyant, ostentatious, exuberant, confident, lively, buoyant, animated, energetic. 401 flank, the right or left side of a body of people such as an army, naval force. 402 flounder, struggle, thrash, thresh, flail, toss and turn, twist and turn, pitch. 403 flout, defy, refuse to obey, go against, rebel, against, scorn, disdain, show contempt for. 404 flutter, flit, hover, flitter, dance. 405 foibles, weakness, weak point, weak, spot, failing, shortcoming, flaw, imperfection. 406 foil, thwart, frustrate, counter, oppose, balk, disappoint. 407 foist, impose, force, thrust, offload, unload, dump, palm off, fob off. 408 foray, a sudden attack or incursion into enemy territory, especially to obtain something, a raid. 409 foregone, past, former, earlier, previous, prior, bygone, old, of, old, ancient, long ago. 410 foresee, anticipate, predict, forecast, expect, envisage, envision. 411 forgo, go without, something desirable. 412 forlorn, unhappy, sad, miserable, sorrowful, dejected, despondent. 413 formidable, intimidating, forbidding, redoubtable, daunting, alarming, fry. 414 fracas, disturbance, quarrel, scuffle, brawl, affray, tussle, melee. 415 fractious, grumpy, grouchy, crotchety, in a bad mood, cantankerous. 416 fragile, breakable, easily, broken, brittle, frangible, smashable, splintery. 417 fray, unravel, wear thin, wear out, wear away, wear through, become worn. 418 frenzy, hysteria, madness, mania, insanity, derangement, demented, delirium. 419 fretful, feeling or expressing distress or irritation. 420 frivolous, flippant, glib, waggish, joking, jokey, light, hearted, facetious, fatuous, inane. 421 frugal, thrifty, sparing, economical, saving. 422 fudge, compromise, cover up, halfway house, 423 fugitive escapee, escaper, runaway, deserter, refugee, renegade. 424 fulminate protest, rail, rage, rant, thunder, storm, declaim, inveigh, spee, K out, make, take a stand. 425 furlough leave of absence, especially that granted to a member of the services or a missionary. 426 furor commotion, uproar, outcry, disturbance, hubbub, hurly, burly, fuss, upset, tumult. 427 futile, fruitless, vain, pointless. 428 fuzzy, downy, down, covered, frizzy, woolly, velvety, silky, silken, satiny. 429 gaff, blunder, mistake, error, slip. 430 gallow, hanging, being hanged, the noose, the rope, the gibbet, the scaffold. 431 galvanize, shock or excite someone into taking action. 432 gamut, range, spectrum, span, sweep, compass, scope, area, breadth. 433 gargantuan, enormous, extremely big, extremely large, massive, huge, colossal, vast. 434 garner, gather, collect, accumulate, amass, assemble. 435 garnish, decorate or embellish. 436 gastronomy, the practice or art of choosing, cooking, and eating good food. Gauntlet, a strong glove with a long, loose wrist. 438 Genesis, origin, source, root, beginning, commencement, start, outset. 439 gestation, pregnancy, development, incubation, maturation. 440 ghastly, causing great horror or fear, extremely unwell, very objectionable, unpleasant. 441 ghettos, a part of a city, especially a slum area, occupied by a minority group or groups. 442 giggle, titter, snigger, snicker, tee-hee, give a half-suppressed laugh. 443 gimmick, publicity device, stunt, contrivance, eye-catching, novelty, scheme, trick, dodge, ploy, stratagem. 444 glean, obtain, get, take, draw, derive, extract, cull, garner, gather. 445 glimmer, gleam, shine, glint, flicker, shimmer, glisten, glow, twinkle, sp, arkle. 446 glimpse, catch sight of, catch, get a glimpse of, see briefly, get a sight of, notice. 447 glut, surplus, excess, surfeit, superfluity, overabundance. 448 goad, provoke, spur, prick, sting, prod, egg on, hound, badger. 449 grapple, engage in a close fight or struggle without weapons, wrestle. 450 gravitate, move, head, be pulled, drift. 451 grievous, serious, severe, grave, bad, critical, dreadful, terrible, awful. 452 grim, bleak, dreary, dismal, dingy, wretched, miserable, disheartening, ng, depressing, cheerless, comfortless. 453 grisly, gruesome, ghastly, frightful, horrid, horrifying, fearful, hideous, us. 454 growl, snarl, bark, yap, bay. 455 grub, larva, maggot, caterpillar, dig, excavate, burrow. 456 grueling, exhausting, tiring, fatiguing, wearying, enervating, taxing, inning, sapping. 457 gruesome, grisly, ghastly, frightful, horrid, horrifying, fearful, hideous, macabre, spine-chilling, horrible. 458 grumble, complain, moan, groan, whine, mutter, grouse, bleat, carp, calve, ill. 459 guise, likeness, external appearance, appearance, semblance,